Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. It's an exciting night, there's not much going on except for the Ballon d'Or. And even today's video, I saw this topic and I was like, I think it's a good time now to discuss it. I know there is no Reddit video today, don't worry, one will be coming soon. But there's a topic that needs to be discussed because we did find some news in and around N'Golo Kante. And I think it's the big elephant in the room, at least for Chelsea fans. But aside from that, tonight is Ballon d'Or night. And there's two things. Firstly, congrats to Antonio Rudiger, who finished 25th, or it was in the top 25 technically, and that was due to his time at Chelsea. So we have to kind of say congrats because he accomplished what he accomplished tonight based on what he was doing at Chelsea, not at Real Madrid. So congrats, Rudy. And post that, we're still to hear the top 10. Right now, at the time of this recording, the top 10 hasn't been announced. We've hit up until 11th. Son got 11th. Mahrez came 12th, so I'm personally happy for him. And tonight, it's all about, I think it's going to be Benzema. And I hope it is because he fully deserves that. And I have to say, let me know in the comments if you manage to make it on time. Mane should finish second. And if he does not finish second, it's an injustice. It's an injustice. You have to be honest, Mane was phenomenal. Needs to finish second, not third. There's a rumour going around that he's in the top 3, but he better not be third. He better be second. We'll wait and see. But Benzema, I think, is going to be the man to do it. And if he doesn't, that's scandalous. Anyway, we'll see what happens tonight. Ballon d'Or, I will address, I might, for a little bit in tomorrow's video where I give you the preview to Brentford versus Chelsea. Let's get cracking into today's video, which is about N'Golo Kante. Fabrizio Romano gave us some news, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to dive into it and elaborate a little bit on it, because this is a topic where I know a few of you are on one side and a few of you are on another side. And I thought, you know what, we can all come to a common understanding here because we just have to put facts on the table for all of you to see. So let's get into it. He says, and that's the Ballon d'Or, Ronaldo finishing 20th, as I was looking at that. This is Fabrizio. There's still no agreement between Chelsea and N'Golo Kante to sign a new contract. He's happy in London, but there's nothing agreed. Feeling is that Kante has serious chances to leave as a free agent in June. It's also up to the new directors. What does he mean by that? The new directors are the ones that are coming in that haven't come in yet. Christopher Vivel, new sporting director. All of these guys are going to have a say because it's their job on the direction of the team on a football point of view. The others are from a business standpoint, but from a football standpoint, we want to see if this football club, this team, Graham Potter and the lads are in need of keeping N'Golo Kante, or will they be okay and do they have a plan should N'Golo Kante leave? Now, if we're just taking N'Golo Kante at face value, right, there could be a chance that one of the directors to come goes, no, we have to keep him. We have to keep him. Give him a new contract. Give him a new contract, which right now there isn't an agreement for. He hasn't signed. I think there's an offer because Fabrizio says that there's no agreement between Chelsea and N'Golo to sign a new contract. So I think there might be already talks, but as much as he's happy to stay in London, is it Kante that might be a little bit hesitant, or is it Chelsea that are being a little bit hesitant? I'd like to think it's Chelsea being a little bit hesitant, even though it's him and Jorginho whose contracts run out in the summer. And we only know that because Kante's injury record speaks for itself. As I've said, at face value, right? N'Golo Kante, the footballer, the player. Forget injuries. Just the player. N'Golo Kante. He's world class. You'd have him in any of your teams. Any one of you that supports anybody. Even the best. Even if we rocked up with a Man City fan right now, a PSG fan right now, a Real Madrid fan right now, and no, I'm not including Barca in that conversation because you lot are playing Europa League now. If that comes back to bite me, Inter Milan, you better do yourselves a favour. But anyway, all of those clubs would happily take an N'Golo Kante. Any day of the week. We're lucky to have N'Golo Kante, right? And since Antonio Conte's time at the club, he has served us not just well, he has served us exceptionally, right? To the point where we even wonder, wow, what a bargain that we got from Leicester City to get him that year. And he's done everything with us up until now. Everything. Except win the League Cup. That's the only thing that's lacking now for him to join Azpilicueta in that class, and so was Marcos Alonso before he left. in terms of being a player that has won every single trophy there is to win at Chelsea. He's just lacking I was going to say a Carling Cup. That shows my age. But he's lacking a League Cup. Kante has been unbelievable. The way that he cuts teams down, the way that he cuts opponents down, the way that he's able to move with the ball, the way that he's able to finesse loads of football fans across the world into thinking that he was a defensive midfielder when in reality he wasn't, even though he can sweep up and he can be the destroyer, right? But he can do more than that. He can offer more than that. And under any sort of manager, whether defensive or an attacking, an offensive manager, whether it's someone that likes to play with the ball, someone that likes to play without the ball, Kante fits into any system with any gaffer on the planet. That's testament to N'Golo Kante. But let's get to the elephant in the room. We have to be real. His injuries now are not just concerning, they are mind-blowing. Negatively. Mind-blowing. I look at N'Golo Kante, you think I'd be crazy to just go, Chelsea, get rid of him? No. Don't get rid of N'Golo Kante. If he was fit, consistently. And not even just, oh, he's got an injury here and there. We've been through all of this with N'Golo Kante, where he's got injured. That's fine, we'll wait for him, no problem. N'Golo, he's come back, he's returned. Yes, okay, cool, he's playing now, fantastic. Then he plays. Oh, he's injured. All right, it's cool, don't worry. It's all right, we'll wait. Yeah, 1 month, 2 months, no problem. We'll wait, not a problem. And then he comes back. Yes, N'Golo's back. Get in there, yeah? Because you just feel like you got yourself some stability with Kante in midfield. He automatically makes your team better. Automatically, right? How often does Kante have a bad game? How often do you look at Kante and go, yeah, you had a shocker today? It didn't happen up until maybe just a few months ago where we started to look and go, oh, you know what? Last couple of games, last 3 games, Kante not been, again, not a disaster. Not someone to go, you had a horror show today. He's never had a horror show. Again, testament to his ability and what he can do. But his body now, it's injury after injury after injury after injury. The same injury, then recovers, gets injured again, then recovers, gets injured again to the same injury. And then sometimes, like now, he gets injured, he's on the brink of recovery, and then boom, it gets injured even more. Hence why I said the last time that Kante's hamstring is basically at this point made of cheese. And I mean that respectfully. Obviously, I'm kidding and I'm trying to make a little giggle out of it. But that's just the reality of the situation. Right now, if you pull a packet of cheese strings, right, it's probably reminiscent to how N'Golo Kante's hamstring looks like right now. You know, it's in tatters. It's in tatters. To the point where even under Thomas Tuchel, he was out with a hamstring injury. And he was out for a certain amount of time. And I forgot how long it was. But we gave him another 3 to 4 weeks on top. Do you remember that whole time where I was coming on every preview and going, where's Kante? If you guys remember that, towards just before the end of last season, remember I was coming on and going, is Kante coming back or what? We've not received an update. He was meant to come back 2 weeks ago. What's going on? We knew nothing. We weren't being told anything. And then later on, we realised Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel, the medical department were just giving him extra time to recover, just to be sure. Just to be sure. He's fit, he's training, but no, you're not playing. Give him more time. We need to be sure. And then the season ends, right? He doesn't go on pre-season because we allow him more time to recover. We give him a break. He played 1 friendly against Bournemouth, if you remember, him and Loftus-Cheek, because they weren't allowed to travel because of their status. Yeah? Can't say that word on here. If not, something happens to the video. Nowadays, that's how it is. Anyway, that happens. He gets extra time to rehabilitate. Then he shows up for the season, injured. And now, even on the brink of recovery, injured even more. Now he's out for 3 months. He was on the brink of coming back. He was about a week away. Now he's out for 3 months. Kante, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And it pains me. It pains me because I love N'Golo Kante. Right? If he stays, I'm not against it. Not against it. But that would mean giving him a new contract. And in this circumstance, I don't think we're going to give him a new contract. Unless a director comes in and goes, we got to keep him at all costs, right? Because I just don't think anyone is convinced that he is going to return to the player he once was. With all these injuries, I think it's done. And I say that painfully. I think that even if he came back, he would maybe last 5, 6, 7 games. Cool. He'll get injured again. he won't get back to the consistency that he once reached. And I think, again, it's probably testament to how much he done in his career. What he done with his body. The amount of consistency that he had before was ridiculous. Constantly 10 out of 10 performances. Constantly. The worst game he'd have would be an 8 out of 10. He wouldn't stop running. The guy would be like a horse, right? Every single game, he'd be like a horse. You'd look at the mileage of every player, every game. Kante's at the top. Yeah, regular thing, by a mile. The guy does not stop running. All of that mileage has probably taken a toll. You know, it's like getting a car out brand new and it's got everything you need. Eventually, 200,000 miles down the line, it's going to break down. It just is. It just is, yeah? Or it's going to need work. And it's not going to be the same car that you once had once you purchased it, yeah? Unless if you're constantly repairing pieces and all that, but you can't repair a human being. Once it's gone, it's gone. That's just the truth. N'Golo Kante, I think the time's going to come where at the end of the season, he probably leaves on a free. And you know what? I'm not against that. I'm not against that. I know some people will be like, no, we've got to sign him to a new deal so we can sell him. Chelsea, I don't think are bothered about money right now. We're in a good place with money. We've proven that in the transfer window with the new ownership, the amount of investment that they're ready to put in. We're good with money. It's not a problem. And to let Kante go on a free after everything that he's done for us, we go by his terms and Chelsea's terms and what both parties are happy with, just for everyone to go and leave happy, right? Kante deserves some happiness. If he's not able to get that at Chelsea and he wants somewhere else, we let him go. We let him go. Not against his will. Don't hold him down. Nothing. He's one of the kindest souls that you could probably come across. His body's breaking down. He can't control that. It's unfortunate for everyone. If he stays, cool. If he goes, I understand. And now we need to start looking to who's going to come in long term to replace N'Golo Kante. He has served us since 2016, right? It's 2022. It's in 6 years of constant world-class service. Can't ask for more. So for that, thank you very much, N'Golo Kante. And I hope there's a miracle that happens and somehow his hamstring never gets injured again. But I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll wait and see. But let me know your thoughts down below. How do you see this saga ending with Kante? Do you think he'll sign? Do you think he'll stay? Do you think he won't? Let me know. Let me know how you're seeing this situation. Because don't forget, there is still a chance he might stay. He might, as I've said, even a new director might come in and go, no, give him a new contract, and we'll give him a new contract, and he'll sign, maybe. But don't expect him to play every week. He's not going to be the same player that he once was. At this point, I think it's done. So let me know how you see it happening. Love to hear your opinions on this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this. Don't forget tomorrow, Brentford versus Chelsea preview. I will see all of you then. Have a good one, people. See you in a bit. Take care and peace.